What if Earth exists without colors? Imagine waking up to a world where color is gone. The vibrant greens of trees, the deep blues of the ocean, the rich reds of sunsets, everything is muted. Instead of the usual rainbow of hues, Earth now exists in shades of gray, silver, black, and white. The world, stripped of its colors, would still be alive, but the experience of it would be vastly different, more subtle and contemplative. In this video, we'll discover how life on Earth would change if color no longer existed. We'll learn how the absence of color might affect our emotions, perceptions, and senses, leading to a greater focus on texture, form, and light. After watching this video, share your thoughts down below and subscribe. Let's now explore what this new Earth would feel like by differentiating the pros and cons. First, let's start with the pros. Our sensory awareness will be heightened. Without color to distract us, we might become more attuned to the other senses, texture, sound, and even movement. You'd notice the soft rustle of leaves, the gentle lapping of the ocean, or the rhythmic sway of the grass in a way you never have before. The world would invite you to engage more deeply with the feel of the earth beneath your feet, the sound of the wind in the trees, and the flow of water over stones. Next is, the atmosphere will be peaceful and timeless. The absence of bright competing colors would create a more peaceful, serene atmosphere. The world would feel simpler, quieter, almost meditative. The monochrome tones, subtle shades of gray and silver, would soften the landscape, creating a sense of timelessness. Imagine the soft glow of the sun over a muted landscape where every shadow and light transition becomes more pronounced. Third one is we will focus on texture, form, and light. With color no longer dominating our perception, we'd become more attuned to texture and shape. The texture of tree bark would stand out, the details of rocks would become more vivid. The world would reveal itself in a new way, through its form and the play of light and shadow. You'd see every curve of a leaf, every contour of a mountain, with fresh eyes. Another pros is, we will notice the subtle beauty and mystery. In this world, beauty wouldn't scream at you. Instead, it would whisper, found in the quiet elegance of the world around you. Clouds would float in gentle grays, giving the sky a softness. Flowers would glow with a delicate luminescence, casting faint shadows on the earth beneath them. Animals, now in softer shades, would move with grace and fluidity, making the world seem more mysterious and more ethereal. Lastly, mental clarity and focus will be present when there is absence of overwhelming and vibrant colors, as it could actually help reduce mental clutter. The lack of visual stimuli might allow for more focus, clarity, and calm. In this world, there might be a shift toward a mindfulness-driven lifestyle, where people appreciate the subtlety of their surroundings and experience each moment more fully. These advantages states that a colorless Earth might reveal a beauty that goes beyond vibrant hues, inviting us to experience the world in a whole new light. However, while these benefits are intriguing, the loss of color also brings significant drawbacks that we will also evaluate. First is the loss of emotional impact. Colors evoke strong emotions, red for passion, blue for calm, yellow for joy. Without them, it could be harder to feel the emotional vibrancy of the world. The warmth of a golden sunset or the energy of a bright blue sky would be lost, potentially making the world feel colder and more detached. The emotional connections we have with the natural world might become weaker in this muted existence. Next is difficulty in differentiation. As color helps us differentiate between things, a red apple from a green one, a blue bird from a gray one, the green grass from the brown soil. Without color, distinguishing objects would become more challenging. This could be especially difficult in nature, where color is often key to identifying plants, animals, and other elements of the environment. Third is loss of the richness of nature. Imagine a world without the bright flowers, the deep blue oceans, the lush green forests. These vibrant colors are not just aesthetic, they also represent life and energy. Without them, the earth might seem lifeless or less inviting, and the richness of nature's beauty would be diminished, making the world feel less dynamic and more flat. Moreover, there will be challenges for creativity and art. Color plays an essential role in art, design, and expression. Without it, artists would have to find new ways to create depth, emotion, and interest. There would be an emphasis on texture, contrast, and light, but much of the visual variety and emotional resonance of art would be lost. Creativity could become more limited, and the artistic world would feel much more restrained. Furthermore, there will be psychological and social effects. Color has a psychological impact. Think of how certain colors evoke feelings of calm, happiness, or alertness. The lack of color could affect people's moods, energy levels, and social dynamics. In a colorless world, people might feel more apathetic, detached, or even disoriented. We could lose some of the visual cues that help define our emotional states and connections with others. To sum up, a colorless earth would be a world of quiet elegance, where beauty would be found not in the bold vibrancy of colors, but in the subtle play of light, texture, and shadow. While we might lose the emotional intensity and vibrancy that color provides, we would gain a more introspective, peaceful, and mindful existence. One that invites us to appreciate the world in a different, more subtle way. The lack of color could lead to greater clarity and focus, but also create a sense of detachment and loss. Ultimately, the earth would still be alive, but it would be a quieter, more mysterious, and more thoughtful place to inhabit. Now, share your thoughts, comment your what ifs, and we'll figure it out next time. Click the thumbs up if you like this video. To watch more like this, hit the notification bell, and don't forget to subscribe.